I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X, blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry, because I'll bet my mom can't cook. Hey, welcome, fish people, to another episode of Mom Can't Cook, a DCOM podcast. My name is Andy, and I am one of your hosts for today.
Hey, Andy, you glorious fish boy. I'm the other host. It's me, Luke. Here I am, flapping around.
Welcome, Luke. Are you ready to talk about the Disney Channel original movie, The 13th Year?
Cody had it all.
You are so lucky to be dating Cody Griffin.
Feels like I'm king of the world.
Until he turned 13.
Something's seriously wrong with me.
And grew some fins.
I think you're a mermaid.
A what?
A fish boy?
As if growing up weren't hard enough.
A month ago was completely normal.
Imagine having to hide your flippers.
Next time I take a bath, I'm probably going to sprout gills and a tail.
Dive into the 13th year. Sunday at 8, 7 Central.
You actually think that Cody's a mermaid?
Merman.
I'm so ready. Not only does it have a mom who certifiably cannot cook in it, but it explains some of the song lyrics, so it's really a slam dunk. It probably should have been episode 1, really.
Probably should have started with it, but but the smart house. I don't know if you remember, this house was very smart.
It was really very smart. We had no choice. Also, watching 13th Year again, I was really struck by how freaking funny it is, and I'm glad that we didn't attempt to do it justice when we weren't warmed up. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. And
Smart House was a fine practice film, but
yeah, but now we're ready to really dive deep. No pun intended.
Oh, that's yes. Now, would you have done that in episode 1?
No, I wouldn't. I'd have probably been like, "Hello to the podcast."
Hello, take a podcast. Anyway, he's a fish.
Last episode, I had my mic the wrong way round, so I sounded bad. Whereas this episode, my mic's the right way round. Do you want me to record an episode about the 13th year with my mic facing the wrong way?
Exactly. We've teething problems are fully toothed now.
That's right.
This podcast has teeth, adult teeth.
And ready to go toe-to-toe with Mark Kermode and Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
In the charts. Toe-to-toe.
Exactly. I'm sure if you listen back to the first Kermode and Mayo, they've got their microphones backwards in some of them.
Yeah, Mark Kermode keeps crying, saying he's afraid of the listeners.
Tarantino's not put his pop shield on and all his plosives are coming out.
Yeah, and he's just scrolling through foot pictures on his phone, paying attention.
That's what we were doing episodes 1, 2 and 3. But now we're ready to focus up.
We're ready to focus and be real now. So let's get to it. The 13th Year, which is a film about a fish boy.
Yeah, so to summarise this movie very briefly, it is about a young boy called Cody, and he basically starts to find himself going through changes, quite fishy changes. He's gaining abilities that the film insists are those of a fish.
Fish abilities. Yeah.
And it's all about how he balances his new fish powers with his friends, doing well at school, his kind of first girlfriend, and also, getting to know his birth mother. There's a lot going on thematically. And the film fails to juggle it, so all those juggling balls are going to crash to the ground. Where to begin?
Let's begin right at the start. We open on a majestic mermaid swimming through the ocean, carrying her baby who is in a net for some reason.
Okay, immediately this made me think about the practicalities of raising a half-human baby beneath the waves.
Whoa, hang on. Half human?
Well,
this is a point of contention for me. Why do you assume that Cody is half human?
Oh my God, you're right. He's all mermaid.
He's all mermaid.
Yeah,
all the time.
Okay, you're right.
I mean, we'll get into this.
He's not half fish, half boy. He's all merman.
He's all merman.
Merman.
Yeah, as the film takes great pains to let us know.
That aside, it did make me wonder how hard it would be to raise a baby underwater.
Yeah, you would never know when its diaper was wet.
Well, exactly. Well, when it poops, does it just go in a cloud? Or?
It would just go in a cloud. Or it would hang out the back like a fish.
Oh,
probably.
No.
Probably. But did you think it's strange that the main actor in this film, who plays Cody, is called Ches Starbuck?
Yeah, I've got a note here that says best name in Hollywood.
Also, Starbuck is the main character in Moby Dick, right? Well, no, not the main character, but he's the first mate of the Peace.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So
Is
Oh my God. Okay. Theory. Ches Starbuck must be a stage name, but maybe a stage name that was adopted upon landing, no pun intended, the role of Cody in
lifetime.
13th Year, the role of a lifetime.
So this mermaid is swimming around with her baby.
And if you drop the baby, it's just going to go down and down and down.
Or will it float to the top? Babies are buoyant, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen the Nevermind album cover. So this baby and this mermaid, they're swimming around. There's a local fisherman.
Yeah.
And he sees the fish, the mermaid, and he thinks it's a fish. And he's all like, oh, that's one big fish. It's got to be over 100 pounds. And he starts chasing it. He's got something called a sonar fish finder.
Yeah, his rusty old fishing boat seems to be equipped with US Navy grade tracking technology.
He's chasing this fish, and the fish is starting to worry that he's getting close with his boat. So in an act of baby preservation that she maybe didn't think through, she stashes the baby in a bag on the side of a smaller boat called the Tiki.
Yep.
And then she sort of swims away and hides behind a buoy and stares.
When you say she just stares, what she actually does is what she does the entire way through the film, which is just to have the same vacant smile.
Yeah.
The same kind of seductive grin.
Well, it's clearly worked on the fisherman because he is so sort of, once he discovers it is a mermaid, he sort of is like falling over the place and going, oh, you're beautiful, mermaid. And then he sort of loses his mind and crashes his boat into an island.
The boat is shown sailing just behind a lighthouse, and then the camera shakes a bit and there's a crashing noise like that. And from that we are to infer the boat has crashed.
But then the man is all rolling around, all stricken and horny.
Yeah, and there's some
laughing.
steam and stuff, so, you know.
So you know what happened. So the baby has been stashed on this boat, and on the boat are a couple.
The world's
They're
worst
starting
people.
a new life. According to the woman in the couple, free from the constraints of a bourgeois capitalist existence.
By which they mean a tour boat company, right?
I don't know if now is the time to get into the mother character here, but the way she's presented, it's extremely unlikable.
She's extremely unlikable because she finds a baby and picks it up and says, oh, can we keep it? No, you can't keep it! You can't keep a baby!
The woman says, I have an idea, let's keep him. The man says, no.
No, of course not. Why did I marry you? And the woman says,
let's call him Cody. And the man says, okay, Cody it is. So that was a short argument. And then it smash cuts to 13 years later, and young Cody is working on the boat, which is a bad tour boat that costs $5 and is broken and doesn't work, and everyone hates it, and it's unpopular, even though there are loads of people on it. They all hate it.
finally free from the constraints of capitalism. Welcome to life off the grid. No rat race for us.
There's a woman complaining that for $5 she expects a lot more, such as snacks.
You expect the boat to go for $5.
Yeah, you expect to not have to sit there and watch the captain sort of fix it for 20 minutes and then stuff explodes in his face.
Dad seems to be inebriated in this scene. I have
that's
written
true.
down. I don't know if he is. He's exploded the engine. I mean, what's the point of living outside of the, capitalist bourgeois society if you can't get, a little smashed by midday?
What I will say is that this touring company, they have a lot of people on the boat, but those people aren't going to come back. There's no repeat custom here because they're having a terrible time.
Yeah.
And it paints a picture of these parents as being very unsuccessful and sort of like muddling through. And yet they live in a 3-story mansion with its own lighthouse.
Yeah, right.
Their house
paradise.
is enormous. It's ocean facing. All the rooms have ocean views. It's got a huge yard. It's, like I say, at least 3 stories, probably 4 with a basement.
I bet it's got a widow's walk.
Yeah, it's got a widow's walk. It's a huge oceanfront mansion that they somehow live in, and it's never explained.
Where did they get that money?
Maybe they're using the boat to smuggle drugs. I mean...
Or potentially they took out a business loan to start their touring company, but then spent all the money on a nice house, and there was no money left to buy a good boat that works, so they're left with the
left
tiki.
with the bad boat that doesn't work. But we get a bit more of Cody's life here. He's late for his swim meet. He's on the swim team.
Yes.
They could be going to regionals, but Cody
could.
isn't there, so he has to race to the swim meet. The ferry's leaving. No problem for Cody the swimmer. He just dives right into the bay and swims.
Yeah. Well, I regret to tell you, Andy, I actually did some more maths.
Right. Okay. Good.
So Cody, he doesn't swim and catch up with the ferry. He misses the ferry, jumps into the water and swims past the ferry and gets to where the ferry is going, like in about...
Before the ferry.
In roughly half the time that the ferry does. So The non-tidal Thames speed limit is 4 knots. Okay.
Okay.
And I chose that because, the ferry obviously is not a quick boat, it's pootling. It's a slow boat. On the Thames, if you see like a pleasure cruising, holiday boats and stuff, they're gonna be going around 4 knots. That's about 4.6 miles per hour. Michael Phelps can swim at 4.7 miles per hour. So Cody can already swim roughly twice as fast as an Olympic gold medalist swimmer. Okay.
But, I mean, he is a fish boy. Though,
and
so
he's wearing he is a fish boy, and he's wearing his shoes. So my follow-up question is, how freaking good is Sean that Cody comes second in his swim meet?
I think we'll get into this later, but I think Sean is an extremely hard done by character in this film. It's Cody's swim team rival.
Yeah. We'll talk about Sean more later. Do you think it's possible that Cody is deliberately holding back his swimming powers like Spider-Man does?
He's got like a limiter on him, like a Dragon Ball Z character. He won't activate his Ultra Instinct power until later. But yeah, it's this whole scene of him swimming to get to his swim meet is intercut with shots of the swim meet. And I just wanted to point out that the coach really does touch the children a lot in this scene. It was quite an uncomfortable amount of touching of the children he was doing. Just going to put that out there.
The thing that jumped out at me also about the coach is that he's wearing a full suit and tie, like he's kind of wandered in from the bank or something.
Well, he's a professional, but they intercut shots of everyone getting ready, and I don't think that they sort of have paced them properly, because they've got a scene of Cody sort of running through the city streets as everyone's climbing up onto the diving board.
Yeah, that's true.
It really doesn't seem like he's going to make this.
Yeah.
And then he makes it into the building, and he's still wearing his shoes and his huge, like, Jenko short jean shorts. Like, and then he just sort of rips them off like tearaway stripper pants.
You're right.
And he's ready to swim.
Yeah.
And after all that, a surely exhausted Cody is still crushing it.
That's why he's not swimming as fast as Michael Phelps.
That's why he doesn't quite beat his rival Sean.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to state, and it's the happiest day of the coach's life.
So it seems like Cody's got it pretty sweet. Or does he? Because his problems begin when we meet... Well, his problems really begin when he starts turning into a fish. But I think in a much deeper sense, his problems begin when we meet an absolutely nailed-on classic decom nerd.
So this is the comic relief character, Jess.
Jess.
He's wearing a tuba.
A sousaphone. Not as cool as a tuba, Andy.
He walks in, popping on his sousaphone, collides with a ladder, falls in the pool, can't swim, sinks to the bottom.
Drowns under the weight of his sousaphone.
And then is pinned to the bottom of the pool by his sousaphone.
Did you notice that all the way through the film, when he's carrying his sousaphone, when he bumps into stuff, the sousaphone goes regardless of whether or not he's got his mouth on it. He's got a haunted nerd sousaphone.
Maybe it's cursed. That's why it keeps trying to drag him to the depths. But his sousaphone remains at the bottom of the pool, and Jess is saved. But at what cost?
We meet Jess, who is going to become simply a huge force in this narrative. We also meet the character of Sam, who is not a huge force in the narrative, but is clearly an important character to Cody.
Also played by Courtney Draper, who voiced Elizabeth in BioShock Infinite. Video game fans.
Right, isn't that incredible? Sam is so fancying Cody. And then outside, they have a little kind of cute misunderstanding about whether they're going to walk home together or get a lift. And she says in a kind of coy, teasing way, "Are you trying to get rid of me?" To which Cody's response is just to hold his smile.
just turn off his brain.
Yeah, he just kind of keeps smiling at her, unblinking. So I feel a little sorry for Sam. Although my sympathies will wane later in the film because she turns out to be fairly unpleasant.
And then we get a scene, the fisherman is back out. 13 years.
Yeah.
Haven't dulled his fisherman spirit.
Let's name him Big John Wheatley.
Big John.
Big John Wheatley.
Everyone's giving him a hard time about his mermaid obsession, including Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, right. Isn't that
ragging on him super hard. But then we discover that sousaphone loser Jess is his son.
Yep. We hear him coming because crashing into the doors and walls.
Now, did you have the same thought as me? Because we never see or even hint at a mother for this character.
No.
So I think we have to assume that Big John's mermaid sighting 13 years ago got him so horny he went out and conceived a child that very night.
I think we don't know anything about Jess's mum, but we have to assume that she is like the most genetically perfect nerd. Right?
Yeah.
Because Big John Wheatley is no nerd. I mean,
he's a blue-collar working man.
Yeah, blue-collar working man, and he's very passionate about mermaids and conspiracy theories surrounding mermaids.
For Jess to be in the same year as Cody, he has to have been conceived that night. I'm sorry. Later, he's going into the next school year.
I think you're right. I mean, well...
He wouldn't be out fishing if his wife had just given birth or if he had a newborn, probably.
The Big John Wheatley, who we meet later in the film, is completely obsessed with mermaids. He's willing to put everything on the line to bag that maid.
I think he saw that mermaid. He went bar hopping. He saw an enormous nerd. And then 9 months later...
9 months later... The magic little Jess.
Jess with a tiny baby sousaphone was left on his doorstep.
Yeah, but this scene is really just to let us know that Big John Wheatley's son is Twist, Jess, the nerd who nearly drowned. He doesn't tell his dad, I nearly drowned at school today. I guess he gets the impression that his dad only wants to talk about mermaids.
Or that he nearly drowns at school almost every day and it's not worth mentioning.
Only nearly drowned once today, Dad.
Yeah,
Great. Yeah. And look, you've come back with your glasses and your backpack. What a day.
So then we get back to school, and Cody is now the most popular guy in school, despite coming second in the swimming race. I wasn't entirely sure.
Again, harsh for Sean. It's like, wow, Cody, you're the most popular guy in school because of your great swimming. And Sean's like, excuse me.
I did win.
I'm right here. Yeah, but Cody rocked up rock and roll style with his big boots and did it even though he was...
His Jenko shorts.
His Jenko shorts and did it even though he was knackered. So can you do that, Sean? But yeah, so he's the big man on campus, but he's getting an F in biology.
Well, luckily for him, they're moving on to a new area of study, which is marine biology, creatures of the deep.
Yeah.
And he's partnered with a new partner. Who is it? That's right. It's only bloody Jess.
Yeah, who is introduced on camera with a sousaphone noise. He's not got his sousaphone now, but when Jess is shown on camera...
Maybe it's a medical condition. He just... makes those sounds.
At this point, we see the first manifestation, this is a big one, of Cody's impending transformation.
Yeah.
Now, there are a number of symptoms. As I reel them off, we'll start just with this one, but you will be struck by how fish-like it is.
Yeah.
He's thirsty all the time.
Cody is drinking a ridiculous amount of water.
Like
a symptom of mermaidism.
Like a fish does.
You know how fish always are drinking water?
Fish are just guzzling that water down non-stop.
Yeah, just drinking it down.
Go. Yeah.
Maybe it's because he needs to be in water, but if he can't be in water, then sort of the next best thing is to drink gallons and gallons of it.
I was wondering if he needs his cells to be saturated. Have you seen... you've seen Free Willy, right? And... Free Willy 2.
Yeah, if I say I haven't, then you're going to make me watch them.
Have you not seen Free Willy? Be serious.
Of course I've seen Free Willy.
I can't tell if you're telling the truth.
I haven't seen Free Willy, but don't tell Luke or you'll...
You haven't seen Free Willy?
This is what happened with hackers. Oh my God.
Okay, I think I know the answer to this question, Andy, but have you seen Free Willy 2?
I've seen all of the Freeze Willy.
You haven't seen Free Willy 1 or 2. Have you seen Free Willy 3?
Yes. I've seen all of them.
No, you haven't.
I love Free Willy. He's my favourite character.
All right, what species is Free Willy?
Whale.
Oh, you have seen it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So in Free Willy, as you know, Andy, Free Willy is needing to be constantly hosed.
Yeah.
Yeah, hosed down.
Down.
When Free Willy's being transported across country.
Yeah. So do you think if Cody were being constantly hosed down, he wouldn't need to drink the water?
Yeah, I think for him it's about making sure that he's like sodden.
His cells are saturated.
His cells are saturated with water, which again, not very fish-like, because fish probably have sophisticated defences to make sure that an enormous amount of salt water isn't in their body. But yeah,
and he's drinking fresh water as well, whereas mermaids are traditionally saltwater fishes, right? They live in the ocean.
Yeah, sure. You don't get a mermaid in a river,
no,
or a canal, or exactly. A fjord.
Yeah. You'd see them easily. Them in a second if they were in a duck pond.
Hunt them to extinction like that.
So we've seen the first of Cody's mermaid symptoms manifest.
Yeah, that he's thirsty,
lots of water.
Thirsty all the time. And then I think the next scene is his birthday party, where mercifully for us podcasters, we find out that the mum can't cook, right?
Yes, thank goodness. His mother has made a beet cake. It's fat-free. And she obviously is disappointed that everyone hates her cake. And she says, don't you like it? And the dad says, we love it. We loved your dairy-free tofu, as a sort of another glimpse of the terrible cooking that she does. Do you think they know what tofu is?
I was just thinking.
Because all tofu is dairy
It's
free.
all dairy-free.
It's pressed bean curd. None of it has got dairy. What do you think it is?
It was the 90s. Tofu was a hot new thing on the scene. No one was sure. It would be like now if someone was like, we also love your seitan cake. And, no one's really sure what seitan is.
Imagine writing a real script for a movie that was going into production and not looking up what tofu is.
Yeah.
Just going, it's probably health food is like dairy-free tofu or something, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, isn't it?
I am going to be too charitable to the film. I do this that I'm such a big softie. I'm doing it again, but I'm giving the film the benefit of the doubt. The dad is kind of interrupted and he sort of trails off. He's maybe saying, much as we loved your dairy-free tofu... Maybe there's a ... Maybe it was going to be like dairy-free tofu turkey.
Dairy-free tofu-flavoured ice cream.
That's it.
There
That's
you go.
it. We have to assume that's what
We
they
have
mean.
to assume that that's what it was going to be.
Tofu ice cream for that
Yeah.
salty, watery taste. So Cody is a big man on campus, right?
He's having a great time.
He's having a great time. He's having a good birthday party. His friends are showing up. Sean is there. Jess is there, but is immediately bullied away. Sam is there, and in the biggest laugh that this film has got for me so far up to this point, her present to Cody is a framed photo of herself.
Yeah. And the frame is covered in fish.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. It's got little fish on the outside. It's like a professional headshot she had done.
It is, respect to Jess, it is such a powerful move to go up to your crush and be like, here's your birthday present. It's a framed photo of me.
It's one of my headshots.
Yeah, it should be like a kind of black and white, one of those four-way images, like one she's playing a saxophone, one she's a doctor.
I've got range.
As you see, Cody, I have range, but I'm hoping to land the role of a lifetime, your girlfriend.
Dr. Clownius. Oh man. But yeah, it's not just the picture of her that she's got. She's also got an additional bonus gift.
Yeah.
A kiss. But what's this? Another symptom of Cody's mermaidism. That's right. Firing electricity from his lips.
Now at this point, you've seen Cody drinking a lot of water. You've seen him shoot electricity out of his mouth. There's only one conclusion you could draw. This is a merman.
Mermaid magic came out of his lips. That's the thing.
Yeah,
That's the thing that can happen.
This is it's quite sweet, right? It's probably their first kiss, so as far as they're concerned, maybe this is what all kissing is, an enormous static discharge.
Mermaid magic coming out of... It's like, it's probably there in that video they showed us in health class.
Yeah.
So the party continues. Cody is annoyed that Jess is there despite having invited him.
Yeah.
The mum is our little boy is all grown up. It seems like only yesterday we stole this baby. All that.
Keep it on the DL, mum.
Jess got him a book. I mean, f***ing hell, Jess, at least try.
It's genuinely the kind of present that, like, Spock would give Kirk in the 60s Star Trek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a fairly nice edition. It's got a lovely cover. It's 20, sorry, we haven't said. It's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Also, at this point, Cody's mermum has found him. She's staring at the mansion on the hill in which the Cody family somehow live.
So this night, Cody has what I would say is a fairly conventional dream for a boy his age.
Yeah.
He dives down amongst the kelp for a meeting with a beautiful mermaid in a seashell bra. With only the small wrinkle that the mermaid is his birth mother.
Sure.
This is the first of several. What am I saying? So this is the first of too many dream sequences where Cody is kind of swimming in the ocean. I guess we're just supposed to get the idea that the ocean is calling to him, right?
Yeah. And whenever they show his mum, she's got a really low frame rate for some reason. I don't know if that's a mermaid power.
Yeah, possibly.
Again, I know I say this every week, but it's like the movie was running short, and they're like, put in a bunch of slow motion mermaid sequences.
Just slow it down. I would say it's one of the worst things to slow down because it really makes you dwell on the fact that the mermaid birth mum basically won't stop just seductively kind of like winking and mooning and eyebrow waggling at her son.
Not mooning. in the buttocks.
No, not well. She can't, can she? She doesn't
She
have buttocks.
hasn't got any buttocks. She's got a fishtail.
Good, nice.
But
yeah.
Cody is roused from his slumber by the alarm clock going off, but luckily he uses mermaid magic to stop it.
I mean, we all know it. We've seen Aquaman do it, right? When he shoots electricity from his hands and electrocutes his alarm clock.
So, yeah, he goes down for breakfast, showing the famous thirst of a mermaid. He downs the orange juice, but now the carton is sticking to his hands.
You know, like a sticky fish.
Yeah, it's another classic symptom of mermaidism. You get Spider-Man hands.
I can't think of a sticky fish. Can you?
No, I can't.
They later go on to kind of lazily explain away the electricity shooting from his mouth and hands as being like electric eel DNA or whatever.
Sure.
But like
They never explain the stickiness.
A sticky fish.
Like Spider-Man style sticky, and apparently that he has no control over this sort of attach and release mechanism of...
Yeah, so it's not tiny hairs like Spider-Man. It's clear. It must be some kind of viscous coating.
Some kind of fish glue.
Don't get me wrong. If you take a fish out of the water and hold it in your hands, you'll find that fish is slimy.
Yeah.
Kind of the opposite of sticky if you think about it.
I mean, it does feel a lot like... I mean, I'm sure I've seen this exact scene in several Spider-Man films.
Yeah.
Where something's stuck to his hand and he can't get it off.
Yeah, and he's kind of going with his hands trying to shake it down. What? Yeah.
At this point, his mum starts examining her own hands.
Right.
I'm pretty sure this woman had to abandon society due to like major drug burnout.
I've just got written down that there may be a gas leak in the house because then the dad walks in and starts doing the same thing, and briefly the whole family is just standing there turning their hands around slowly.
Yeah, and then smash cut to them all collapse on the floor.
Smash cut to A&E. I'm sorry, we couldn't save any of them.
God. Yeah, that's not really what's happening. They all died in a gas leak. That would explain the rest of the film, actually. From this point on.
Yeah, because at this point he's only been thirsty and got static shocks, right? And had a slightly erotic dream about a mermaid. These things are all normal.
Can you imagine if the film continued as it was, completely normal to the end? And then right at the very end of the film, there was a single frame of the family all dead in the kitchen from a gas leak, and that was like the end of Saint Maud. It was like just bam, done.
Yeah, like with the same kind of sound. You know the cut in The Shining where it cuts to Jack Torrance's frozen solid. Yeah. You know, with that same kind of sound and energy.
Yeah, done. Yeah. And then just like the 13th Year emblazoned on the screen, like the end of Hereditary or something. Yeah. But anyway, we carry on, and Cody's off to do his science project. Jess is sticking his head in tide pools because it makes the time fly by and it's good for the skin.
Jess makes me sad because, like, yes, he's a nerd, yes, he's a dork. I mean, you know, cool, join the club, but like, Jess is so consumed with self-loathing for his nerd status.
This is the point in the film where Jess really started to wind me up, actually, because he keeps self-identifying as a nerd in a really annoying way, where he's like, yes, I'm a nerd and all nerds do this, and as I think you'll find that I have to go and sit in this tide pool on my own because I'm a nerd and this is what nerds do. Later on in the film, there's a bit where there's a fight happening and he's like, hey, you two popular kids, stop fighting. I'm the one who's supposed to be beaten up. What am I supposed to do if I'm not getting beaten up? I'm a nerd, you see. That's who I am. I'm a nerd, so I need to get beaten up.
Hit me hard in the face.
Where does that fit into my job description? Nerd here.
Yeah.
Nerd signing in. And I just like, dude, shut up.
I'm getting the impression Jess is some kind of nerd.
Yeah, I'm like, you might be more popular if you stop going around loudly announcing you're a nerd.
He also seems to be alienating other nerds because he says, nerds don't really have friends, we have hobbies. Some pick Star Trek or Dungeons and Dragons, but I pick this. This being ramming my head into a tide pool.
Tide pools. And then he says, I'm not doing your work for you, unless, of course, you plan to beat me up. Like he wants him to. Like he's sort of going, unless,
Jess is trying to get beaten up.
Ha, don't beat me up, unless.
Unless you wanna.
Unless.
You wanna hit me?
Yeah.
I won't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Go on, hit me now.
Just give me a tap, see how it feels.
Yeah, you might like it.
Jess, what are you doing? What is this?
So yeah, Cody is going to help Jess learn to swim because Jess can't swim and makes it his whole personality. And
despite living by the ocean, having a father who's a boat captain, going to a school where swimming is the varsity sport.
Despite all this, Jess cannot swim. And in exchange for learning to swim from Cody, Jess is going to help Cody with biology. And they go to shake on it. However, Cody is shocked to find his palm covered with iridescent scales.
Tell you what, you help me with biology, and I'll do whatever you want.
Teach me to swim.
You serious?
teach me how to not drown, and I'll take it from there.
Too easy. Deal.
Whoa! I've never seen anything like that before. Well, I have, but on frogs and lizards and stuff.
Now, Jess does not react sensitively to what is clearly a skin condition. If I shook hands with someone with iridescent scales, I would do everything in my power to control my face and give nothing away that I'd even noticed it or that it was a problem.
Yeah, there's a medical condition called ichthyosis, which causes kind of dry fish scale type
Which
skin.
Jess probably knows about, being a nerd about fishes.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, Jess is like, oh, whoa, weird.
Oh, you're some kind of fish monster. There is nothing redeeming about Jess.
No.
It's the worst character in this film.
So these scales seem to only appear when Cody gets wet. The film does kind of suggest that sometimes they appear and sometimes they don't, but then doesn't really follow through with any kind of answers or rules as to what is happening or why it's happening, so it's fine. It's all just part of the glorious 13th year.
The rich tapestry of Cody's fishboyism.
Exactly. Although, to be fair, at least scales are a thing that you associate with fish. Unlike literally everything else that's happening to him.
Yeah.
So Cody goes around to Jess's house to help study.
This scene exists to sort of just underline Big John's mermaid obsession.
Yeah.
The boys are home from school, and he walks in and immediately asks if anyone's ever seen a mermaid. Cody says, is he always like that? And Jess says, like what? Oh, like talking about mermaids and being sinister.
Oh, like that? Yeah, he's always like that.
Okay,
Yeah, he's always
he
being sinister and talking about mermaids. Yeah,
lurking
non-stop.
in the corner.
I mean,
about
poor
mermaids.
Cody. I mean, he's just, gone round to his friend's house. He has no idea he's walked right into the lion's den. Because he meets Big John Wheatley, and Wheatley smells blood in the water, I think, doesn't he? Obviously, at this point, Cody's not really giving much away, but there's just a significant look from Big John Wheatley as if to say, I know you're a merman and I'm going to kill you.
I'm onto you, fishboy.
I know you're a fish boy.
Hey, fishboy, those scales are going to look real good mounted on my wall.
Of course, Luke, the good thing about Cody becoming a merman is that his upper body remains unchanged, which means he can still fit into the many fine t-shirts and jackets available at Insert Coin Clothing, who are very kindly and generously sponsoring this episode of Mom Can't Cook.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be ruined as soon as he goes in the water, but, there's to be fair to Insert Coin, you can't expect them to make clothes that survive a lifetime under the sea.
I mean, the pressures.
That t-shirt's going to be crushed.
The fathoms deep in the Mariana Trench. You can't expect t-shirts from such ranges as Dark Souls, Deathloop, Demon Souls, and Doom.
No.
To just mention the Ds.
They'd be crushed up like a little aluminium can made of high-quality t-shirts.
You can't expect outside Xbox merch, that's right, those guys. Or even Sega Mega Drive. Or Hideo Kojima, or Resident Evil. Those are great IPs, but they're not meant to be worn in the Mariana Trench.
No.
And it should really say that on the product description.
You know what, I think it does. I think when you actually order something online, at the bottom of the confirmation email, it just, says, like, don't wear this into the Mariana Trench. But why not find out for yourself? Because if you want to buy something from insertcoinclothing.com, and I think if you go to that URL, you'll find that you do, because their clothes are extremely cool and rad, then we have a special code for you folks, for all you fish fellows out there. You can use the code, you ready? Mm-hmm. Unlucky for chum.
I see.
That's unlucky for chum, CHUM, as in the kind of gore you feed to a shark.
Sure.
Unlucky for chum. And you can use that code to get 15% off your online orders. Not applicable on charity items, bundles, gift cards, postage, and some products at launch. Codes can't be combined with other deals and promotions, and that code is valid until the end of 2022.
So get yourself a t-shirt or a jacket or something else cool, and be guaranteed that even if you do grow a fishtail, you'll still be able to wear it. So Cody is at his wit's end. The mermaidism symptoms are expanding.
Yeah,
they're
it's
gaining
escalating.
pace.
Yeah.
He's always thirsty. He keeps shocking people. He keeps getting a green scaly rash. He goes to his parents distraught. He says, maybe I inherited a weird disease from my other parents.
So he does know.
Cody knows that he was adopted.
Yeah.
Which is good because his mother hates doctors.
Oh my gosh.
She describes them as quacks with stethoscopes and says that natural medicine will cure it.
Yeah, she says, and this is a quote, "No doctor lays a hand on my baby."
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess she's like a kind of anti-vaxxer. I mean, add it to her list of crimes.
Yeah. But then we cut to the next scene and it turns out that she did acupuncture on Cody to try and cure his fishboyism.
Yeah, right.
He's producing electricity. He gets stuck to the ceiling, like in Spider-Man.
Yeah, okay. Not just like stuff sticking to him like he's a bit sticky. The parents find him clinging to the ceiling.
Like exactly like Spider-Man.
Exactly like Spider-Man, and not at all like anything in the sea. So did you see that Cody's bedroom door has a poster on it?
On the inside or the outside?
So it's on the inside of his bedroom. He's got a poster on his bedroom door, and the poster is blurred out. Now, I went frame by frame to try and see if they'd like forgotten to blur it at any point, because I'm just so desperate to know what's on this poster that they had to blur out. It's probably just a brand or something they couldn't get clearance for, but I'm incredibly curious. So what I'm basically asking is, listeners, do just take a little peek at that scene, and maybe, because it's blurry, but perhaps you'll recognise the colours or the general
shape.
the shape or something. Maybe it's a poster you had on your door. I really want to know. I just want to know what Cody's into. It's probably a great big picture of a fish. It's probably Free Willy, and they couldn't get clearance.
It's probably Spider-Man. And they said, we're letting you get away with quite a lot already.
Well, it's on Disney Plus, unblur
That's
it
true.
now.
Yeah, now you can put it on there.
Yeah.
You own it. It's fine.
Just re-release 13th Year and say it's new Spider-Man.
Spider-Man has got a lot of fish-based powers now. He's bitten by a radioactive fish.
You could get a real long way into the third. If someone said this is the new Spider-Man, it's a new origin story. It's about Peter Parker, but now he lives by the bay. You could get really far into this film before you were like, sorry, what? Hang on.
Why there's a lot of fish stuff in this? Is this really?
Yeah.
But the doctor comes round. He says he does some tests, and then he says, "Cody, I'd like to talk to you alone." And the parents go, "Okay, fine," and leave.
Yeah.
Which, again, considering his mum's inherent mistrust of doctors.
I know. Well, I mean, fair enough to the mum. I'd be mistrustful of doctors if this was my local doctor.
Yeah, if he was like, "Leave me alone with your teenage son for a while, I'd like to talk to him."
Yeah, so, we've literally seen him stuck to the ceiling, and he is, provably, demonstrably getting, like, fish scales all over his hands and shooting electricity out of his mouth. And the doctor's only diagnosis is that he's medically pubic.
I diagnose puberty, says the doctor.
It's puberty.
Yeah. The worst case I've ever seen.
I'm afraid it's an advanced case.
Terminal case of puberty.
I mean, what are you to think? If you're Cody and a medical professional tells you this is puberty, you'd be like, oh my God,
I guess
it's so much worse than I thought.
Well, anyway, to move things on, we then cut to Jess powerfully drowning. Cody is the worst swim teacher ever. And then Jess surfaces, spits out a lungful of water, and then says, "I haven't gone through puberty yet."
Do yourself a favour, Jess.
I cannot with this character.
Jess decides to, he does what any good nerd would do and goes deep into the science of what's happening to Cody. And we have a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant montage, of medical tests. Typical fish things like he can light up a bulb when he holds it in his hands.
Yeah. They're always like Uncle Fester putting a light bulb in their mouth and lighting it up. Also, he can command fish, not just talk to fish. He has the Aquaman ability to command fish. He tells one to jump, and the fish flings itself out of its tank
to its death willingly. Yes, master.
Command an army of fish.
This is the fish power that I'm most disappointed that the film doesn't follow through on. I mean,
this is the only time he uses it in the whole film.
Yeah, it never comes in useful. The other thing that Cody says is that he feels right in the water.
Yeah, his powers do get worse when he gets wet, and yet he won't stay away.
Well, he can't stay away, can he? Because the big, what is it? They're going to regionals or nationals or
regionals? Yeah, it's the biggest day in the coach's life. All of this is leading to Jess getting really into the mermaid research. They show him studying a picture of the widely discredited and debunked Fiji mermaid, which was a monkey in a fish suit.
And also, if you were like, I wonder if my friend is a mermaid, and then you looked at that believing it to be a mermaid, you'd be like, well, no, my friend isn't a little shriveled up monkey with a tuna nailed to its bum.
His dad comes in and is like, "Oh, son, I see that you two are going down the rabbit hole that has ruined my own life.
Welcome."
He's like, I keep this picture of a widely debunked mermaid scientist here to remind myself that someone is worse at mermaids than I am.
Big John Wheatley then tells the tale of Mats Nesland. Did you Google Mats Nesland to see if they were real?
No.
According to Big John Wheatley, it's a Swedish scientist who claimed that mermaids were real and, had his career ruined as a result. Mats Naslund is a Swedish former ice hockey player. He played as a left winger, so...
Did he see a mermaid under the ice?
To my shame, I actually did scan his Wikipedia page to see if there was any mention of mermaids, or as well as being an ice hockey player, he authored a paper on whether mermaids are real or not. But no, I don't think he did. But this is where we get the explanation that, crucially, in the 13th year, the fish half starts taking over the human half.
Jess says to his dad, "Dad, I don't quite understand this passage. Young merpeople can walk among humans. Their physiology only manifests when they reach their 13th year." It's a really self-explanatory
How are you expecting your dad to clarify that?
It's so clarified already. But yeah, the young merpeople look just like regular humans until they turn 13, and that's when they turn into mermaids.
Jess brings all of his findings to Cody, right? And he drops the bombshell. He delivers the dynamite diagnosis that he believes him to be a fish boy. So then Cody shows his parents, right? Cody shows his parents the scales because he's thinking, maybe my biological parents have something to do with this. Maybe they're merpeople too. I think this is the time to tell Cody that they found him randomly on a boat, which they don't mention.
No, you think that would come up. Well, his parents, while explaining this, they also mentioned that they found the baby, they went to the police, but no one claimed you, so we were allowed to keep you, which I'm pretty sure isn't how that works.
I don't think so. I think...
It's not like a wallet.
I would be so suspicious of that those parents took the baby and then went to the police and said, "We found this baby, can we keep it?" Maybe let's wait a year.
Killed the parents.
Don't worry, the parents won't be showing up.
Oh yeah, that's not going to be a problem. So when can we take the baby?
The parents are a little tied up. So maybe
at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not how that works for that exact reason.
His name is Cody.
Doctors aren't real.
Yeah, I see no problem with this.
Yeah.
Maybe the doctor in this harbour is also the adoption council or whatever.
Yeah, so they say, stay out of the water. He reluctantly agrees. Then he tries to eat some fish food, which is...
And you know what? He tries to eat some fish food, and he doesn't like the taste. And the film treats Cody as if that was a stupid thing to do. Which it isn't, because it would be completely coherent with the logic of this dumb film that he does love fish food and gains nutritional benefit from eating it.
I mean, maybe fish don't like the taste of fish food. It's just what they're given.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, maybe Cody could live on just fish food, just hating it all the while. Have you ever eaten fish food, Andy?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No.
Given it a try? A flake or two?
No, not even a flake or two.
Okay.
And you've seen Free Willy. Let's move on.
Well, his mother is frantic that they'll ship Cody off to a military medical facility. Yeah. And I just started to imagine the military applications of fish boys.
Well, I mean, imagine a platoon of soldiers sprinting across the battlefield, firing little electric bits from their mouth, sticking to things. You could stick to your gun, so when the enemy tried to wrestle your gun away from you, you were stuck to it. That'd be good.
Cody Griffin will be the first of many. My army of fish boys will march out of my laboratories, sweeping aside every nation, every creed. Until the whole planet is in the loving grip of the Pax Fish Boyonica.
I mean, what else could you do? I suppose...
You could fire them out of torpedo tubes.
Oh, you know what?
They could attach mines to ships.
No, because the mines would be stuck to their hands, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah,
so they would quickly be blown up.
Instantly. Yeah.
I mean, they've already trained dolphins to do that. There's no need.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, being able to command fish, that could be genuinely useful. All you need to do is trick an enemy general to take a dip in the ocean, and then what's this? Swarmed by sharks.
Yeah, prodded by dolphins.
Yeah. Dolphins would kill you.
They'll prod you.
They'll prod you and prod you senseless.
Yeah. Cody, having been told to stay out of the water, then dives in.
Swims out to sea.
His mermaid mum swims up and watches, but then just sort of lurks there and hides.
Yeah.
And then off.
This is another problem. This is another problem with his fish mom's lack of emoting, right? Even at the beginning, when her child is being taken away, her expression looks like she's getting a tattoo. You know, imagine the face you'd make when you're getting a tattoo. Just kind of like, ooh, you know, that's the face. Yeah. That's the face acting she's doing when her child is taken from her. So it kind of makes sense that then when she, you know, finally is face to face with her child again, she just sort of grins coquettishly.
And then leaves.
Cody surely assumes that this mermaid is in love with him, right?
Yeah. I mean, he has no reason to think that's his mum.
It's a beautiful woman who's smiling seductively at him.
Yeah, I guess he's coming around to the mermaid idea. Wait, so hang on. So until they're 13,
right,
mer people are just normal people, but they live in the water.
How have we got this far and not thought about this? Do they... Yeah, why is the baby in the water? Because Big John Wheatley says in the 13th year, the fish half starts taking over the human half, right? So that baby must be quite fishy already, or else, I mean, it would be drowning.
It would drown it, yeah.
Underwater.
So I guess he can breathe underwater. But
Cody can't.
They just they have 13 years of having a human body, but living in like the mer people kingdom or whatever.
Yeah, very difficult years.
Yeah, they can't swim properly, and they haven't got any like fins.
I guess we have
they can't fire electricity, which I guess is a real survival skill you need down there.
We have to assume that mermaid tweens walk among us.
The film never mentions, even if there are any other mermaids. Anywhere.
No, although Big John Wheatley seems sure. I think,
So do they all, leave their babies on the land to be raised by humans and then come back for them?
Yeah, maybe this wasn't
occurrence?
a kind of act of desperation on behalf of Fish Mom. Maybe this was just the way it's done, the thing you do.
But no, it's played exactly as an act of desperation, and that the normal thing was that she would be with her child under the water, but the child is a human baby.
I guess what you'd have to do. Okay, right. Look, you're Fish Mom. You've given birth to a baby.
Oh, man, what a blessed event.
It's a human baby. Let's say it can breathe underwater, and that's fine. But broadly speaking, what you must be expected to do is put it on land so that it can survive and walk around and breathe and eat human food. You, however, must remain in the water, and you kind of raise it from there.
From afar by sort of looking at it.
Yeah. Look, find an enclosed cove. Put the baby in the cove, and you just sort of swim up regularly with food, and I guess maybe you could get human food as a mermaid.
Oh, so you're saying they have to raise the land baby from the sea?
Yeah, of course they do. Fish Mom,
like a series of poles,
poles and pulleys and levers and ropes and stuff. And I guess you'd be like, oh, I guess the baby wants, being human at this stage, wants bread and stuff. So you'd have to find, I guess, a load of thrown away bread that's been dumped in the sea and bring it to the cove and
then put it on a
pole. And just pole that into your toddler's mouth.
See, and I can see why there aren't many mermaids.
Just basically swim up to the surface with a blackboard that you've found, and
to educate
it. It's like, hey, look over here, Cody.
Maybe that's why she was near the salvage yard. She was looking for schooling equipment.
Looking for teaching aids.
Yeah, they've been thrown in the ocean. Oh my God. This f***ing movie.
Before Cody gets to the swim meet, we have a scene where Sam finds him at the beach, having just had this kind of sensual swim with his mother, where he sort of thrashes around and does flips. Sure. And Sam finds him sat on the beach, transformed. He has to bury his fin hands in sand. Now, Andy, what would you assume that Cody had been doing? Serious question. That's not innuendo. I genuinely want to know. If you went to meet Cody, he's sat, it's the morning, he's sat on the beach, he's in his swim shorts, but his hands are buried in sand.
I don't think I would necessarily intuit sinister intent. Sometimes it's fun to just push your hands into the sand, isn't it?
He could be looking for cockles or
Or second thought is he's hidden something.
Yeah, like a cigarette or something. Yeah, like he's smoked. Yeah, he's doing something naughty.
Weapon.
Yeah, a blue magazine.
Sure. He goes down to the beach to enjoy it.
It's blue magazine. Yeah. Blue. I sound like I'm about 80 years old. blue magazine. No, it was the 90s. Okay.
He found it in a bush. We then cut to the state finals.
Yeah.
It's the Super Bowl of swimming.
Yeah, I mean, fine, if you say so.
Yeah. And the swimming coach, who previously had been touching the children a lot, is delivering a rousing speech from a secret room he has with an observation window.
Okay.
Where he can watch all the children swimming.
I'm not being funny, Andy. I'm not being funny. You would not think that room was so weird if you'd seen Free Willy. Because
okay, fine.
Although that is SeaWorld, not a kid's pool at a school, to be fair.
Right.
Cody's using his fish powers, and he's absolutely slaying at the swim meet. He wins the race. He actually sets a new state record, right?
But Sean is keeping pace with him for most of the race.
Yeah, which is, again, very impressive.
It's tight.
Two people get a glimpse of Cody's fish situation. One is Sean, who kind of
sees the flippers.
He's got these kind of flipper growths on his arms. The other is Big John Wheatley, who, and I guess no one told him this wasn't okay, has showed up to the swim meet. If you don't have a kid competing in the swim meet, you can't show up to watch with binoculars. Okay? Also, Cody knows the risks, right? And yet upon winning, he can't stop himself waving his fin arms around in the air.
Yeah.
And then somehow he explodes the scoreboard using electric powers.
Yeah, well, he electrocutes the pool, which should by rights kill every child.
Yeah, I've got that written down. Every child should have been boiled alive.
But in fact, he electrocutes the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And he flees. Sean is rightly outraged.
Yeah.
Cody is using performance-enhancing fins.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that Sean is 100% correct in his anger, because he has worked hard, he's trained hard, and he was the best.
Yeah.
And now Cody is using an unfair advantage to beat him.
Okay, so Sean threatens Cody. Says that he's going to, find his secret, sort him out. Cody is clinging fish-like to the ceiling,
sort of like a regular old
like
fish.
a fish would do,
stuck to the ceiling.
And that's how he evades him. And then
Sam dumps him for being a fish.
Because now the secret's out. So Sam finds Cody's parents blow-drying his arms. Jess is also there. The secret's out. She's furious, abandons him in his hour of need, which is not very nice, I think.
Sean confronts Cody, and he's at school the next day. And he says, "What was it, Cody? Steroids, pills? I guess cheating's the only way you can beat me." He's not wrong. Again, he is not wrong. That's the bit where Jess intervenes and says, "Hey, look, if anyone's going to get beaten up here, it's me. Please beat me up, please."
It's just as well, because Sean's starting a fight with Cody. He's really taken his life in his hands. Doesn't he know that this boy has fish power? He could shoot a beam of electricity out of his mouth and explode his head.
He could stick to you.
He could. Oh, you know what he could? He could sort of slam his hands on either side of Sean's head, engage sticking power, and just tear all the skin off his skull.
Easily do it.
Easily kill him. He could easily do it. He could order a fish to jump up his. up his bum.
He could order a puffer fish to go down his throat and then to put out all its spikes.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
And it would have to do it because he can command fish.
Hey, Cody, your number's up. I'm going to beat you senseless. And be like, "Oh, yeah, Sean, remember earlier when you ate all of those puffer fish I gave you for your breakfast?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Puffer fish activate." And then
they all burst out of him, like when you get Death Blight in Elden Ring.
Yeah, just a bloody ruin where Sean used to stand. But none of that happens. In fact, nothing really happens to Sean. He just goes away at this point.
Well, and is never seen again. But
we've reached the decom acceleration point where the film has to wrap up too quickly, and basically everything now is going to resolve extremely rapidly.
Cody is on the beach with Jess. He says, "I can't believe they think I cheated." You did cheat. You cheated. He's like, "I can't talk to anyone about this. I can only talk to you about this, Jess." And then Jess says, "I love you too." And they fall to the floor in an embrace. And then the screen fades to black.
They like roll around wrestling romantically on the beach, which is quite sweet.
I mean, fine. I think they could have hinted at that a bit more before, if that's the direction they were going in. But it sort of came out of left field. But
okay, so
fine.
So that night, Cody swims again and finds his mother, who again is just kind of grinning inanely, but this time she does sort of hold up her hand and her hand glows brightly. I guess that's
she's a being of pure instinct,
to the list
I think. She can't rationalise
powers.
like a human. She's got a fish's mind.
But does that mean that Cody's brain is going to like basically turn to mush? Because
regress into fish brain.
It seems kind of sad, especially sad for Cody's parents.
She can't talk or like make herself understood in any sort of way.
So anyway, she's going to give him the glowing hand treatment. But oh no, what's this? BJW has sprung his trap. Big John Wheatley, he's out there.
He is on the warpath.
He's attached a huge net to his boat. He's going full Jaws.
He's testing his net and going ha 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 in a sort of quite unhinged way.
Yeah, unhinged is actually what I have written down as well. I think
good.
That's the word, isn't it? Yeah. So Jess, seeing his father going on a mermaid hunt, races to warn Cody because his best friend is a mermaid and he doesn't want Cody to get hunted. But then he finds out that Cody's gone to the cove to meet Sam. Sam, who is like, "Why didn't you tell me you're a mermaid? I'm not just anyone. You can tell me these things." Although he did tell her and she reacted terribly.
She dumped him for being a fish. But then, suddenly, there's pain and one of Cody's legs turns into a tail, but only one of them.
It's not been this way, really. It doesn't seem to affect him or hurt him when he gets all scaly previously. But at this point, it's kind of like he's stricken with a medical emergency. It's agonising, isn't it, to look at? He's unconscious.
Jess's dad gets him on his boat But he won't let him in the water. He's like, I need to be in the water, but he won't let him. And now Cody has 2 tail legs. And he's like, I'm changing fast, Jess. You got to get me in the water. But Jess's dad is ready to catch. He's got the net ready for when the mermaid turns up.
So, I mean, show up, Fish Mum does, because I don't know, maybe she's trying to rescue her son. Maybe she's just swimming around at random. We can't really scry her motivations even a little bit.
An unknowable creature of the sea.
Exactly. But, I mean, she does swim stupidly into his massive, obvious nets and then doesn't think to swim out the bottom, which, I mean, there is a big hole in it. The hole you went in, you can go out that hole.
A being of pure instinct.
In a moment of desperation with nowhere else to turn, who should save Cody? Of course, it's Jess, who we've established can't swim. Yeah, falls into the ocean. I would say, for a Disney Channel original movie, a rare case of following through on a bit like on a plot thread. It actually turns out to be important to the story that Jess tries to swim, but everyone is saved. The only thing I have written down here is that wouldn't it have been so great if the fish mom had killed Jess? Like, just at the point where Jess cuts open that net, imagine if the fish mom just burst out and just tore Jess's throat out.
Or imagine if Jess swims down with the knife and the fish mom gratefully swims up and he's like, see you in hell.
You'll never take Cody from me. Yeah. We've rolled around on the beach romantically.
Your head's going to look real good mounted on my dad's boat.
Oh my God.
Bam.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you did it, son.
The killing blow. Or not telling his dad, coming up and being like, Cody, I'm sorry, there was nothing I could do. My dad killed your fish mum, and I guess in a way we've both lost a parent now, haven't we? So we have something else in common anyway.
Something else in common. And then they tumble to the beach.
tumble to the beach and stick their heads in a tide pool.
Yeah. But so he does free the mermaid mum, ruining his dad's life. Yeah. And now he's being pulled under by the net. So as prophesied, Jess is dying in water. we get the most brutal shot of a drowned Jess being pulled down through the water. Yeah. He has died of drowning.
It's pretty savage, actually, isn't it?
He's sinking to the bottom. But luckily, Cody is a strong fish boy. Yeah. He manages to swim down there and get him.
How does Cody get off the boat? Do we see?
No.
All right then, moving on.
Yeah.
Cody can't get off the boat. Cody desperately wants to get off the boat.
Yeah.
Next thing
now he can get off the boat.
Cody's off the boat.
Cody got off the boat.
Maybe BJW, sort of tips him over the side.
Flopped him in to save his son.
No, because hang on, at that point, doesn't BJW jump into the sea? He's like, oh no.
But he's unable. Yeah, he's just sort of scanning the surface.
Yeah.
Which is a man who deals with like underwater salvage on a daily basis.
I know. He's shouting, where are you, Jess? Jess is underwater. He can't hear that.
But yeah, Jess is dead of drowning, and they drag him ashore. And they're all trying to revive Jess. Cody's mum seems to be on board with modern medicine now that she's doing CPR on him.
If the mum knows CPR, why doesn't she do the kiss of life? But she's just like, I'm going to pump the chest. Now, Sam, you do the kiss.
You work the mouth.
Like, just do the whole thing. You're clearly trained. But no, I guess maybe she wants Jess to die. Or maybe she wants Jess to have made out before dying. Sam, do Jess a kindness and kiss him once.
Yeah. But then, luckily, Cody has the electric powers of a fish.
Sure.
And so he's able to shock him, which isn't for that.
No.
But it does bring him back to life.
That's not for that. Somehow it restarts his heart. I think that voltage has to be quite specific.
Yeah, and also, it's to shock hearts out of fibrillation, right? It's not to restart.
Then the fish mum shows up, and Dad just looks at her and just says loudly and slowly, she's beautiful.
And he goes out there very nice and conceives another child.
The cycle begins anew.
The mermaid wants Cody to go with her. She's the only one who can help me with my changes, he says. So this 13-year-old boy who has lived his entire life as a human now has to go and live in the ocean with a mute fish woman.
Yeah.
I guess in the kingdom of the fish people?
I don't
is that a
think
thing?
There is such a kingdom. I think these are like lone species. I don't think he's going to see another mermaid the whole rest of his life.
But then the mothers lock eyes, and the human mum knows that Cody belongs to the ocean now.
Which is total BS, because she's so protective over Cody. And also, you don't have to be an overprotective mum to not want your child, who you've raised
at the bottom of the ocean.
You've raised for 13 years to go and live underwater. You don't know what's going to happen to him. I think that fish mom's going to eat him.
But then
she's making a face like she's going to eat him.
Presumably through telepathy. The fish mum
a mother knows
communicates to the human mum, and then the human mum says she promises to have you back before school starts. What? How did you know that? Also, aren't the fish legs permanent?
Yeah.
These are like permanent changes. He's still wearing jorts and has 2 tails at this point.
Yeah, promises to have you back on land where you'll quickly die.
I just think this film has not established any mermaid lore whatsoever. And so when it finishes, it's like there's no future for Cody. He's too human for the fish people, too fish for the human people.
Yeah.
He's a boy without a people.
That's the best they can do, isn't it? The cute line, he'll have you back before school starts. What about when he's 30?
What does that mean, you'll have him back? Will he still have fish legs? It's never explained. How will he live under the water? It's never explained. Is there a society of mermaids? It's never explained. Is his mum the only fish person? It's never explained. Like, what's he going to do?
Andy, in answer to all your questions, I would just ask you to imagine the fish mum just smiling at you.
Okay, well that
while
goes
the
some way
music
towards
goes
calming.
Twinkly, twinkly,
while some panpipes happen. He's a boy he's grown up all his life as a human. He's got favourite TV shows and favourite foods. What's he going to eat? He's going to eat kelp, I guess. He's got friends. He's got hobbies. He can speak English.
Well, now his hobbies are survival. I guess you just sit in an underwater cave occasionally, like a wild animal does. You go out when you need to eat, and apart from that, you sleep and try and conserve energy, live as long as you can. Maybe once a year there's a mating season. That's it.
I honestly think the best case scenario for Cody's future is touring with a travelling freak show. Where at least he'll be looked after and can mingle with humans.
Yeah, I mean,
who are, who he can talk to and have relationships with.
What if he gets like Shape of Water? That'd be pretty good. Nice government facility that he can paddle around in. Fall in love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, while they work through the military applications of fish boys.
An army of fish boys sweeping across the continent.
Marching out of their laboratory. Well, not marching, they don't have legs.
Flopping just outside the doors to the laboratory.
Before quietly expiring in the hot sun. But the film ends in a very optimistic way, which is absolutely not supported by the events that have happened. Cody waves goodbye to his friends and family, and then mother and son swim off towards the sun. Panpipes are playing. They slowly fade down. And then the wildest song I've ever heard in my life starts playing.
Yeah, all right. If you don't want to watch 13th Year, which is totally fair enough, imagine what Andy just said. Then this song starts over the credits.
Feeling kind of lucky, this girl really likes me. Never thought that love would tip my heart. At the beach together, nothing seems to matter. Till she sees a flounder, can't tell us apart.
It is so odd. It's not just lyrically weird, although it is that. It's
is
musically odd. It's kind of got this odd, dissonant, lilting vibe. The vocal performance is very bizarre.
I don't know what he's trying to evoke with this voice.
Never thought that love would tip my heart.
Tip my heart!
I guess it's supposed to... What? This song obviously was written with only like 1 or 2 lines explaining the plot of 13th Year, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, pity the songwriter. He's like, okay, I guess it's a kind of teenager, it's a kind of puberty metaphor. I mean, do you just want to read out the lyrics, Andy? Could you just read the whole
Yeah, let's read out the lyrics. Okay, let me get them up here. Feeling kind of lucky, this girl really likes me. Never thought that love would tip my heart. Fine. Normal and fine. At the beach together, nothing seems to matter. Till she sees a flounder, can't tell us apart. Have you just Google what a flounder looks like, right? Again, look at this thing. This flat brown fish. She cannot tell the difference between that and the boyfriend character in this song.
And somehow that's the problem point. That's the point where she goes, he's a flounder.
Hang on a second.
He's a fish boy.
I'm a little worried. My palms are kind of clammy because sitting at a sushi bar is my greatest fear.
But palms are kind of clammy. You have to admit a clam is a fish thing. So pretty good there. Pretty
But
clever.
his palms aren't kind of clammy. They're kind of sticky.
Yeah, his palms are... Yeah, my palms are kind of sticky. Slam my fist into the sushi, it all sticks to my fist!
God, no, why?
Electricity shoots out of my mouth.
It's such a wild song to finish this film with. It's so dissonant and completely at odds with the rest of the film. And this, you pointed this out to me, that's actually the motif of the song plays throughout the film, which I didn't realise the first time I watched it, because obviously I'd never heard this terrible song.
Yeah.
But there's a few little... that pop up throughout the film, ruining my mood.
Yeah.
Looks like your luck's changing, man.
Can I read them out?
Yes, please do.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, by the way, who's written into the podcast and those who have reviewed it. It's great to see more of those 5-star reviews pouring in on the old iTunes and other places. We really appreciate it. It's the best way to keep this podcast near the top of the charts.
Quentin Tarantino's
Above Quentin Tarantino. Right now, Quentin Tarantino is smiling to himself smugly, thinking, this listener, they're not going to 5-star
They're
it.
not going to do it. I can devote the rest of my evening to my camera roller feet pics.
I can rest
not a problem.
easy. But we need you to show Quentin that, in fact, he can't rest easy at all.
He needs to rest uneasy.
And if you want to message the podcast, you can do so at mumcan'tcookpod@gmail.com. We've had so many messages, Andy, and
Quentin Tarantino's probably going, crikey! Yeah, that's he's still in character from Django Unchained.
Oh, of course, yes. Message from Sandy, who says, as a listener who...
Hey, Sandy.
Who says, as a listener who grew up watching these movies on TV in the US, I wanted to be sure you got the full experience. I'm not sure if you knew this already, but on the Disney Channel, this jingle would play every time before the start of the movie. And then Sandy very kindly links to the jingle and says, best if played on a kick-butt video screen.
A Disney Channel movie. Let's watch a Disney Channel movie. We're gonna watch a Disney Channel movie. Let's watch a Disney Channel movie. Let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
I don't want to tread on anyone's nostalgia, but I'm not sure that's very good. It's just, let's watch a Disney Channel movie to all of the different rhythms it's possible to do that to.
Let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
Let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
Let's watch a Disney Channel movie. Oh, yeah.
Pritesh has been on saying, I have to tell you about another movie titled You Lucky Dog I accidentally watched.
Oh, no.
I realised halfway through that it was the wrong movie. Pritesh, continue. Sorry, Pritesh. We're not laughing at your plight, but I'm so sorry you had to watch two You Lucky Dogs.
Two movies called You Lucky Dog.
It was about a fashion designer who goes back to her hometown for her mother's funeral. How I didn't figure it out at this point is baffling to me. Pritesh says. It then follows her as she gets a dog named Lucky to be a shepherd, and then after 1 hour of runtime, I realised that the whole psychic connection thing hadn't happened. Also, the movie was really about some dog contest, but had both more sympathetic characters and more dogs than the DCOM, so it's therefore better in my book. Yeah,
wow.
It sounds like a great film, actually. It sounds a lot better.
Is it at HCOM?
HCOM, yeah, Hallmark.
It's a Hallmark Channel original movie.
Maybe we'll move on to that when we run out of DCOMs.
Of DCOMs, we'll do some HCOM. We could do some HCOMs around the holiday season.
Oh, I think I don't know. I mean, there's so much Christmas DCOM.
So much prime Christmas DCOM.
Okay, and Morks says, I am writing to say that while I enjoyed the recent You Lucky Dog themed episode of Mum Can't Cook, I feel like very little time and appreciation is given to Kirk Cameron's ability to move at what is frankly an uncannily quick pace on all fours. In particular, I want to draw attention to the moment when he is chasing the three Windsor crooks through the hallway of his home while he is possessed by Lucky. Kirk Cameron is shown following just behind Lucky as he chases him to the balcony, and in this scene we see Kirk's character moving at an extremely concerning speed, screaming and gnashing his teeth like a predator. It reminded me in particular of the jump scare in Hereditary when the mother character chases her grieving son through the living room while possessed.
It's exactly that. Wow.
Yeah, say what you like about Kirk Cameron's performance, but boy can that fella move on all fours. Thank you very much, everyone who wrote in. Get those 5-star reviews are cooking, and hey, if you really, really like this podcast so much that you want to wear some of it on your torso or stick some of it to your laptop, we have stickers, we have t-shirts,
idea.
We have official Mum Can't Cook merch, and you can find to it by going to a URL, which I'm not going to share. Find it yourselves. No, maybe Andy will share it.
Yeah, it's www.momcan'tcookstore.com for all your Mum Can't Cook merch needs.
What are we
Check it
doing
out.
next time, Andy?
Well, we've got another DCOM on the go. We're going to move into the next genre of DCOM that we haven't touched yet, and we're going to watch a movie called Johnny Tsunami. I'm going to read you the extremely brief synopsis on Disney Plus.
I'm going to read you the extremely brief script. Go on.
A teen surfing sensation moves from Hawaii to a tiny Vermont ski town. That's it.
Echoes
It's
of horse
about
sense.
it's about a kid who's good at surfing, and then he moves to a place where there's snow, and he's got to learn how to snowboard instead.
Yeah.
So,
But it's good stuff.
but yeah,
It's good
It's
stuff.
good. It's great stuff.
It's a great one, actually.
One of my favourite decom characters appears in it.
Yeah.
It's not Johnny Tsunami himself. So
Unsurprisingly, it's not any,
surprisingly,
it's not any of the main characters.
it's not the main character. It's an unrelated side character that I focus way too much time on.
Okay, thanks for listening, folks.
See you next time for more decom.